Over the years, Brookhaven has changed a lot, to the point where some parts of the map are almost unrecognizable. Like the early 2021 update when they removed buildings like the agency base, Tube TV, and the two-story motel, or the huge 2023 Ocean update that completely expanded the map. Today I went back and played Brookhaven from every year since its release to see what changed. So if you play Brookhaven, you know modern day Brookhaven is nice. We have oceans, trees, Cybertrucks, and more. But there was a time when Brookhaven had none of this. It was much more simple, and there wasn't nearly as much as there is now. So today, I'm playing older versions of Brookhaven, each getting older and older until we play the first version of Brookhaven. Alright, we're now in the first game. This one is pretty old, but not the oldest one yet. And as you can see, it does look pretty crazy. The lighting looks very weird. They have these weird cars right here. They also have these signs they used to use in Brookhaven, but they got rid of them now. Let me hop in one of these cars and actually drive around the map, though. They still have the fire station. The auto shop was over here, which is pretty weird. And I think that's actually because it was different. If I'm not mistaken, in this version, there's actually a secret hideout in the auto shop. Like, bro, this is lit. Why did they remove this? I'm not even joking. I can make such cool videos with this. They have guns down here. They have like TVs with cameras on them. No, this is actually lit. And also, this one's a little bit different, but in the real version of Brookhaven, if you actually played it, they had a mop here in this bucket that you would click and then it would open up this wall. Now, in the new version of Brookhaven, or the current version, you guys know that the auto shop is by the gas station. And matter of fact, let's check if that gas station's even there right now. Hold on a second. I'll just drive over here. And yeah, okay, the gas station's here. Oh yeah, but there was no mart yet. There was no food mart. Dang, bro. I remember that, man. Back in the day, they didn't even have a food mart here. It's so crazy to see how Brookhaven's updated over the years. Now, also, estates did not exist yet. Boys, up here, there was no estate. I mean, as you can see, it literally just a road that goes through. And now, there's like a tunnel that you can go through. But dang, bro, there was no estate. And look, over here, we didn't even have trees yet. The forest biome, boys, it did not exist. I mean, there's like a little lake right here, which is still here now. But bro, there was no trees here in the old version. And also, I guess you couldn't go through here, which is kind of weird. Oh yeah, I guess the tunnel just went straight. Now it kind of connects through there. But also, there was no ocean. There was just a wall, and then that was the end of Brookhaven. So yeah, boys, things have definitely changed over the years. Now, honestly, I feel like there's not much left to see in this version, so we're gonna move on to the second one. Now this one is also quite different. A lot of the same things we didn't have back then. You can see there was no apartment game pass. In the current version of Brookhaven, there's an apartment right here. You can go through a door, walk up it, and there would be an apartment, actually 2 levels of apartments. Obviously, it doesn't exist now. I'm not even sure what's up there. Actually, let me try to find out. And yo, even the grocery store layout was different. They had to move it around because this is where they put the apartments now. Yo. Okay, anyways, let me go ahead and climb up here, though. And what's inside of this? What the heck? How do I get in there? Oh, it's over here. Oh, and as you can see, it's under construction. They were probably planning on adding the apartments, but they didn't just add them yet, so that's why it's under construction. And they had some sort of back room over here. That's interesting. Let's see what other differences we could find. Obviously, no auto shop. They had a parking lot here that wasn't covered. In the new version, it's covered. And, we got an electronics store in front of the mall. What the heck, boys? Everyone knows the Verizon store is over there now on that side of the map. So that's funny that they moved that around. And besides that, there's no gym up here either. They had camping supplies. Yo, what? That's lit. Even Ken said camping. No, that would be fire. They had a party supply store or like little pop-up and a baby shop. But no gym. I guess the Brookhaven owners did not want people to be fit back then. But nowadays, they do? I don't know. And okay, continuing around. Obviously, you boys know a lot of the houses they have now actually didn't exist back then because a lot of new houses are added in every update. You can also see here that they had the bank, but now there's like stores above everything. I'm pretty sure over here is a homeless shelter or like a pet shelter, and above here is the Verizon store or a gun store. And then also in this corner, there's a whole new building. Over here is where the post mail is, and then sometimes the dealership, depending on what server you're in. And they had a cleaner. Bro, what the heck? they got a laundromat in here. Notice out of service. I'm not gonna lie, I never knew this existed. And wait, oh boys, the secret area, the one that's normally right here in Brookhaven, you would open it up with this little thing. It doesn't exist anymore. Well, it does exist now. Back then it didn't though. Back then it was a fake cleaner, and then you would go inside of here. Yo, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. This is so interesting, bro. Okay, continuing down, they had the tunnel still, of course, and I'm pretty sure this tunnel leads into the bank, but let's see real quick. And yeah, it does, of course. This is the bank right here. Now, also, I want to see if they had the pool tunnel. If you boys do know, there's actually a tunnel that connects the pool to this thing, but honestly, I don't think they had it back then. Let's check really fast. Okay, going in here, and yep, nothing. And wow, this is crazy. And yo, I just realized this version's so old that the yacht is not even in the lake. Boys, in the current version of Brookhaven, you guys know there's a yacht right here. Now, obviously, the yacht is really sick, and you can jump on it, you can play in it, you can jump off of it, but it doesn't exist. And also, the camping grounds don't exist either. Dang, bro, not even the trees, the camping grounds exist. There's not even a house here. Before there was. Dang. And also, there's a hot spring in the current version, which also does not exist in this version. Bro, there is so much missing in this old version. I really just want to see how crazy it'll get. In the very first version of Brookhaven, I wonder if they had anything at all. It was probably just like one plot to build a house, and that's it. Well, besides that, boys, I don't think there's much left to see in this server, so we're gonna move on to the third and final Brookhaven game. Now, this here is the oldest version of Brookhaven. Boys, what the heck is this? Look at this, boys. Like, I don't even believe this is real. I'm not gonna lie. If I didn't know better, I would think this is fake. Guys, check this out. As you can see in here, we have the police station, which does look pretty similar still. But if you go to the back of it, it connects to an FBI station. Bro, what is this? This is not at all Brookhaven. You could be an FBI worker right here. There's no FBI building now in Brookhaven, boys. It doesn't exist anymore. And if you go upstairs, there's like some sort of other area, a court area. You can go all the way to the roof, I guess. And you can have the main room up here. But boys, if you play Brookhaven, you know this does not exist anymore. And look at this. This is what they call the forest. Bro, look at these playgrounds, bro. They look like free models, bro. They're so goofy looking. I'm honestly surprised that this is a real thing. And hey, the swings work. Can you go around a 360? Hold on, let me try it, boys. Let me try it. Come on, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on, more speed. And I don't think it's gonna work, boys. Let me not waste my time. Anyways, a couple playgrounds here. They did not have a barn area, boys. Look at how the road is. There's no barn. It doesn't exist. Also, the plots obviously look very different. This is not how it looks in modern day Brookhaven at all. Even in the old versions, it was flattened right here. But see, in the oldest version, they had the houses up here. And it was probably free. They ended up making it in Game Pass, bro. That's funny. I guess there's 2 estates here, or 2 houses here, but they made it 1 estate in the future, or aka the current day Brookhaven. Now, also, they had like no stores. All they had was a bank. Bro, it was so minimal. They had the burger barn instead of the diner, and this is actually a real thing. A lot of people think this is a myth, but the burger barn was real. As you can see here, they still have the car wash. That has not changed in 4 or 5 years. Still have the Rotten Robbie gas station, which also hasn't changed. The gas prices, I don't think they've been adjusted one time, which could be a good thing, I guess. Brookhaven does not have inflation. Moving on over here, we still had the edge of Brookhaven, pretty similar for a long time until they made it an ocean. Then the houses even look different. I mean, I think this might be a house in Brookhaven still, but I don't know anyone who actually uses this house. I'm pretty sure there's a pool in this current version of this house too. I guess no one uses it because it's just so old and no one really wants to use the old houses. They probably just like using the new ones now. This house is also old. Dang, I've used this house before and this has not changed that much. But look at this area, bro. The Black Hawk community. This did not exist in the current version, bro. Like, look at this. They had like an underground parking garage. Why was it like that? And bro, the motel was 2 stories, bro. See, everyone thought that was a myth too, but the motel being 2 stories is a real thing. That's wild, bro. Oh my goodness. And unfortunately, the scripts don't work in this because it's just an old map, but I wish we could actually see what the motel rooms looked like, if they're any different or not. Now, apparently the yacht did exist. It looks different now, I'm pretty sure, But boys, check this out. It was a real thing and they just never added it. Maybe they had it before and then decided to remove it and then maybe not add it back for a while. I don't really know why they would do that exactly, but it's kind of interesting. Now, moving on to the airport. Boys, check this out. The Brookhaven airport looks nothing like this now. Let me go ahead and go to the front of this though. To be honest, boys, I'm not sure if this is 100% accurate. This airport almost looks like it doesn't belong in Brookhaven, but so does everything else, so I could be wrong here. Let's go ahead and check this out though, and if you do know anything else about this airport, boys, let me know in the comments down below if this is real or not. Anyway, there's a code here. That's something Wolfpack would do, actually. I think this is real. Anyways, let's go ahead and walk out here. They have all these planes here, and yo, who just crashed a plane? Uh-oh. And wait, no way you were able to drive it. Yo, what the heck is this? How do you drive it? You just start engine? And yo, I'm definitely about to die right now. Oh gosh, Ken, we're gonna die. Oh my goodness, yeah, we just died. Okay, I'm not sure if that was real or not, but I guess we'll never know. And also, another thing to note, boys, look at the Brookhaven dealership in the previous version. Look at this, bro. They still have this car around today, and bro, this right here is the car that I use to this day. I think it was one of the oldest in Brookhaven. It's like the Ferrari, but now it's by default red, and I guess then by default it was black, but it's so interesting to see. Now, this car right here, I can tell, I'm pretty sure this is fake, boys. I don't think they actually had this car in the game. I think it was just added before. Now, one of the final things to show you, boys, is the tube TV. Unfortunately, it does not exist anymore. Obviously, on this mountain is an estate house now, but boys, and oh gosh, I just fell on the map. Yo, what the heck? Let me get back up there. Hold on, wait a minute, boys. This right here was the previous news station, but it was also like a TV channel type thing. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it'd be really cool and interesting if you could actually have like a live stream or like a TV and then play it in your TV at the house. Unfortunately, that doesn't exist in Brookhaven, and I don't think it did before either, but it's just so interesting to see that they had their whole building for a news station. So there's a lot of people who are new to Brookhaven, and if that's you, you probably think this is how Brookhaven always looked, right? Wrong. Brookhaven used to look like this. And today, I'll be going back in time to show you things only old Brookhaven players will remember. Okay, so first up, we have the motel. Now, you may be wondering, how is the motel old? What's old about the motel? Well, if you're an OG player, you would know the motel actually had 2 stories. Like, boys, check this out. This is the real motel from back in the day. As you can see, it looks just like the Brookhaven one, but it just has a 2nd story. It even has the same storage room in the back that the current Brookhaven one uses. I find it so cool though. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me wonder, like, why in the world did they remove the 2nd story? Why didn't they just keep it? I wonder like what the actual reasoning behind that was. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually get a hotel room because this is the old version of Brookhaven. It doesn't have working scripts, but you can tell it's obviously the motel that we all know and love. But yeah, it's very interesting, but moving on. Now, second is the Burger Barn. If you started playing Brookhaven literally yesterday, then you wouldn't know that the Brookhaven barn actually didn't exist for about 3 to 5 years. But it actually did exist before it got removed. So let me explain. As you can see right here, just about 2 weeks ago, this is what was in place of the Burger Barn, the Brookhaven Diner. Boys, I've made so many videos where I came in the diner, hung out, sat right here, ate my food, catch the whole place on fire. And oh wait, look at the menu. That menu wasn't there though. Now anyways, it's obviously just a diner, nothing really crazy. It did have a drive-through as well, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is the diner. Everyone knew and loved this, like I said, for many years. But they just switched it to the Burger Barn. Now, before this was the original Burger Barn. This right here is the original Burger Barn. Boys, look at this. It looks nothing like the Burger Barn right now. The menu too is like an actual real copy and pasted menu. It has the burgers on the grill. I'm not gonna lie, this Burger Barn is pretty cool. It has the office in the back. Yo, what the heck? Employee files? And yo, wait, you can even vent in this Burger Barn. Yo, what the heck? This is so sick. Bro, listen, I actually never really played Brookhaven when this original Burger Barn was around, because like I said, it was a long time ago, but this is how it originally looked. Very cool in my opinion. Kind of unfortunate it's not here anymore, but we do have a cool Burger Barn now. Third is the police station. The Brookhaven police station was also just updated to a 2-story modern looking police station, but this is what we used to have. And I I say used to have as of like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. They're updating a lot of new stuff in Brookhaven, so unfortunately, we lost the police station as well. This police station also is pretty cool. I did so many videos in this thing. I've literally broke out of every single cell in here. There's a cell right here where you can go in the vents. Same with that one, and then you walk this way. There's also even a secret right here. Bro, I just know everything about Brookhaven. And it had like a cool little area with the picture of the FBI guy, one of the sticks, and there's even a key card behind this right here, but you can't grab it because this one doesn't have a script, like I said. But anyways, it's pretty cool to look at. Kind of sad this one is gone, to be honest, boys. It was a beauty. At least we have this modern one now, which does look pretty nice. Has like an upstairs office with like FBI stuff. It's kind of cool, actually. And it still has the helicopter on the roof, which is good. And also kind of cool, they actually kept the vents, it seems like. And oh my gosh, it's dark in here. But it's just in between the layers now, so kind of interesting. Now, another thing you might note, the current Brookhaven has this little fence right here and a little hangout area with bleachers and a basketball hoop. But the oldest version actually had the two connected. As you can see right here, the police station connected to something else, which is the agency building. Our fourth thing. This right here is the agency building, which unfortunately does not exist at all in Brookhaven today. I mean, there's like an agency hideout, but it's not the same. In the current Brookhaven, this thing is literally just a daycare, and it looks really different. But as you can see back then, they had this sick agency building, bro. I never got to use this in any of my videos, sadly. And it's kind of cool that it was connected to the police station as well. But yo, this thing is sick, man. They got bombs in here. Oh my goodness. They had an upstairs as well, where I guess was a little tiny courtroom. And even it seems like a top room for the mayor. Bro, this is so cool. Like I said, never got to use it, sadly, but I definitely would have, boys. I mean, there's a lot of cool things you could do with this building. Hashtag bring back the agency building. Wolfpack, if you're watching this, do it. And DM me. I want to talk to you. Guys, I wish I knew Wolfpack. Up next, we have the auto shop. In the current version of Brookhaven, the auto shop is nice. It has a store. It has a little mechanical area. But in the old version of Brookhaven, we had nothing. As you can see, this area was completely empty. Literally just a grass lot, which is kind of nice. I mean, it's just some grass, I guess. Not much you can do here. But we actually did have something similar to it. It didn't look the exact same, but if you walk your way all the way around, hold on a second, you'll see here was the old auto shop. Now, boys, it gets cooler than this because not only do we have an auto shop, we had an auto shop with a secret thing in it. And before I show you that, I also do have to mention this auto shop right here, this current model building, was actually over where I showed you before, but I guess this period didn't have it over there at all. Anyways, if you walk into the auto shop, you can see it seems chill, a little counter, a little bike, you know, whatever, no cars in here. And you walk to the parts area, there's something right here. Now, it's automatically opened, but in the actual version of Brookhaven, there'd be a mop right here. You click on it, and then a little secret wall would open. And this is it. Boys, check this out. It was a secret criminal hideout bunker inside the auto shop. Bro, that is so sick. Imagine you're driving your cool little car, you go in the auto shop, and then you have your bunker down here. Bro, that is so lit. Unfortunately, guys, the new auto shop does not have a secret bunker at all. Well, as far as I'm aware of. It is what it is, I guess. But moving on. Across the street from the auto shop, there was actually a park in the woods. You'll see here, this is the park I'm talking about. Now, these woods don't even exist nowadays in Brookhaven. In the current version of Brookhaven, there's a cemetery here, and then there's the school. But obviously, there used to be like 3 little parks, which are kind of cool. I'm not sure why you put like 3 of them, though, or 4 of them, actually. These 2 are the same, just colored differently. And wait, these 2 are the same, too. All right, I mean, I don't really know what happened exactly. It was a cool little park, it seems like. I never got to use this, but obviously, it does not exist in the current version of Brookhaven. Now, currently, there's a school. But dang, it was like a forest area, bro. I bet you back in the day, this spot was lit, all right? Everyone was hanging out here. And yo, look, a little tube to lay in. This is kind of cool. But yeah, unfortunately, does not exist anymore. Ah, how sad. And for number 7, that brings us to Tube TV. You boys are probably saying, what the heck is Tube TV? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but in the current version of Brookhaven, we don't have it at all. It's just a neighborhood. This building does not exist. So in the old version, oh gosh, I just fell in the crack. And yo, where did I just go? I'm under Brookhaven. I'm in the Brookhaven back rooms. Okay, reset. So as I was saying, in the old version, we had this Tube TV where you can make podcasts, I guess, or record videos. Now, they do have something similar in the mall, like that looks like this background, but it's not called Tube TV. This looks pretty cool. It's like a news anchor station. I kind of wish they had it today still, but they don't. This is another thing, unfortunately, unfortunately never got to use. Let me know if you used it though. And for number 8, we have borders/ocean. You may be wondering, what do I mean by that? Well, in the old versions of Brookhaven, and this actually didn't happen until this year, I believe. Actually, wait, no, a little bit last year. Anyways, there was no ocean. The border of the map was literally just this. You'd walk into black. I mean, nothing exists. It literally just ends right there. For a long time, boys, we had no boats, no oceans, nothing. On every single side, as you can see, it was just a wall border, which is kind of crazy to think about because now the ocean just feels so normal. I also think the oceans are a lot better of an idea for sure than this wall border. Let's be honest, the oceans are definitely cooler. And for number 9, we have the forest. Well, the modern forest. In the modern forest, there's a bunch of trees in this part of the area near Lake Madison. But in the old version, there was no forest, there was no cabin, there was no campfire, there was nothing. And for some reason, even the lake was dried up back then. I'm not sure how that happened. Kind of a shame though. Once again though, I think a good update. I mean, the forest now is definitely better than whatever this little grass area is. Nothing was going on here at all, so definitely a good use of space. I like the new forest / camping area. And for number 10, we have a lot. For number 10, simply most stores didn't exist. As you can see right here, we had nothing. I mean, it was literally empty. In the current version of Brookhaven, there's stores everywhere, all across the city. Back then, all we had was a bank office. Like, bro, what is this? We even have a new bank now. So everything is kind of old here. Have you guys ever wondered what the first version of Brookhaven was like? Well, I have. And today, I believe I found it. Take a good look because this is what Brookhaven looks like now, but I'm about to show you the first version of it. All right, so of course the first version of Brookhaven isn't just a game you can play. It's a game that people actually re-uploaded and had saved from back in the day. So we're gonna have to find it together. Now I have one right here that looks kind of interesting. I've never seen Tube TV before or the Burger Barn, but I guess this was the first Brookhaven. All right, so we're in the game and yo, why is it pitch black in here? And why am I fat? All right, I'm not gonna lie, the lighting here is a little bit weird and the UI doesn't work at all, so I can't click on anything, but that's fine. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this doesn't look very old to me. This looks like the current version. And yo, there's a little pit in the middle of the game. Oh my gosh. Oh, and that girl just fell down it. Rest in peace. Well, this looks pretty similar to current Brookhaven, but current Brookhaven does not have this burger barn. I'm not sure if this was actually a real thing or not, to be honest, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if you ever saw this in the real Brookhaven. It looks kind of nice, I guess. You can order a burger, but there's nobody working here, and you can't pay for it. So none of the UI works, but the shop does, and they're selling a game pass. Well, you can't actually buy it, and clicking on it doesn't work. So yeah, it's unfortunate. All right, it's turning daytime, and oh, there's turning restaurant up here. I think this is actually was in the real Brookhaven. This actually looks kind of real. It looks like it would fit into Brookhaven. So this is probably real. And there's like a little back entrance. All right, what else? What else? The arcade looks a little bit different. There's a birthday party section up here. That is not in the current Brookhaven. So that's kind of cool. Little Easter egg, I guess. What else? Okay, it's turning daytime. It's going to be a little better now. The police station looks a little different, I think. Yeah, there was no exit to the yard. That wasn't a thing yet. That's kind of interesting. Normally in real Brookhaven, you can just go through this and there's actually a door here. And you can go to the backyard and like play basketball or something. But that is not a thing in this Brookhaven. So interesting. And wait, also look at this. Okay, the pool obviously looks like a pool. Looks pretty cool. But there's an agency building. Guys, normally there's a daycare right here. And obviously there's not a daycare right here. It's like a agency building. Whoa, FBI, SWAT. Was this in the real Brookhaven? This is actually so cool. Oh my gosh, I wish I had this now still. Yeah, unfortunately this is not in the actual Brookhaven nowadays, boys. You probably know this. Up here is the mayor's office. Yo, that's so sick. You can be the mayor. Oh my gosh, bro. Listen, guys, they need to add this back right now. I could use that. That'd be so cool. All right, well, I'm done being fat. I'm looking a little wide right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to a new Brookhaven game and see if we can find anything better. All right, we got Brookhaven Old Nostalgia, free admin. Okay, and yo, what the, bro? This is not Brookhaven. Brookhaven Old Nostalgia. Wait, let me turn the music down, bro. I do not want to get copyrighted. Settings, you can turn shadows on and off. Okay. Let's just hit play, I guess. All right, and we're in here. Well, there's Ken. All right, so this is definitely not the old Brookhaven, but we'll give it a shot, I guess. We have a billboard that says, I don't even know what that says. Someone crashing a car. Yeah, that's like real Brookhaven. Oh, it's Ken. He said, hop in. Yo, bro, this is not the old Brookhaven, guys. And the lighting is so weird. Oh, I don't like this, bro. This is not my style. You can buy admin. You have all these tools, bro. Okay, no. I'm leaving this immediately, bro. This is not the real Brookhaven. All right, so next we got Brookhaven Old. old, and it says 2012. Guys, Brookhaven was not around in 2012. That's definitely for sure, but we'll see. And yo, this is like the same thing as the other one. There's like a pit hole in the middle. You can fall through. There's a burger barn, and yo, wait a minute. It's a little different though. There's not like a CIA thing or an agency building. Now they do have a daycare over there. And what else? They have a burger barn right there, and yo, they have a tube TV. That looks cool. Okay, wait. If you can make YouTube videos in Brookhaven, or was like a studio for it, that's kind of a cool idea, to be honest. Okay, let's check this out. So you walk in here, you got a guy holding a mic. It's like a job thing. And then yo, it's the news station. But guys, look, normally there's a mall in Brookhaven, which is right there, but obviously it's a burger barn right now. So that's because before they had the thing right here. And yo, the airport's not here either. Guys, look at this. There's normally an airport right here that's huge, has a private jet you can go on, and you can go through like the airport security, but now it's the Brookhaven stables. Guys, the stables are like over there in the real Brookhaven now, so that's interesting, bro. There's no horses over here though. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what happened to the horses. I guess they weren't alive back then. They were recently born. Well, that's interesting. We still have that creepy house over there in the woods. You know, I wonder if they have like the secret areas. You know, like there's a secret area in the mountain. They definitely don't have that. I'm gonna check it out. Wait a minute, yo, they have a skate park over here under the highway. Yo, this is sick. Oh my gosh. I wish there was like some kind of skateboard, obviously, but they don't even have that. But yo, they have a skate park right here. You could use this if you had a skateboard, go up and down that. Like I said, unfortunately, no skateboard though. And yo, what the heck? Some guy with a speed coil is chasing me. I'm gonna say, I come in peace. Oh, he said big fan. And then he disappeared. What the heck? All right, so normally a secret area of Brookhaven's right here too. You can open up like a wall, and yeah, no, doesn't work. As you can see, I'm even shift lock glitching, and it's not there. All right, well, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect that to be there because that's pretty new. But all right, I guess we'll keep going. And why is this guy like 4 feet tall? He said, I'm a big fan. Thanks, bro. All right, next we got Old Brookhaven. This one has almost as many likes as it does dislikes. That's probably not a good thing, but we're gonna try it out anyways. Who cares? All right, we're in the game, and we have a map of Brookhaven. Oh, this is interesting. I didn't know this was in the old Brookhaven. You can respawn cars. Okay, this is definitely not new. Oh, Brookhaven dealership. Bro named it Brookhaven. Why are there so many cars? You have a French fry. You have one singular French fry in your inventory. I'm not sure why that's a feature. And some guy's saying, yo, eat here. He's trying to give me the French fry. He said, good. It tastes good. I made it. Bruh, who are you? What the heck? And someone said, bro, this game. He said, I am Timmy. Sub to me. Yo, what the? I'm not subbing. All right, up here we have a neighborhood. Let's check this out. Yo, everyone should subscribe to me right now, though, guys. If you aren't subbed, like, sub right now. What are you doing? But okay, up here we have a neighborhood. It looks like Brookhaven. This is the new Brookhaven house you guys have seen, or not new, but it's in Brookhaven right now. And there's a sign in here. Oh, no. It's not only where the TV is, but there's a shelf. All right, well, no TVs allowed, I guess. I'm still confused why we have one French fry. Like, what the heck? I mean, this neighborhood area is kind of cool. It's right close to the city. I don't know. This is not how Brookhaven was designed originally. I'm not sure if it's in the old version or not, but it's not bad. We got the motel over there instead. That's interesting. And yo, what's up here? Is that the airport up there? Wait, actually, I don't think it is. It's just like a big road. I'm not too sure. Let's check it out, though. Oh, that's my friend Ken. What's up, bro? Yo, you crashed the car. Oh my gosh. He said my car flipped. Well, I guess they didn't add the unflipping car feature yet. All right, so right here we have, what is this? Oh, the news station. Okay, it looks better in this version. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It looks way more high quality. The lights are on and stuff. Not bad. Got the lake over there. They haven't added the trees just yet. As you can see, there's no forest and camping area. There's a playground over here. Yo, this is crazy. W playground. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look that fun, but wait. This tire thing looks kind of interesting. Let me try this out. Come on. Hey. Bro, what the heck am I doing right now? I'm swinging on a virtual tire. This is insane. Well, interesting idea. Wait. They have a seesaw. Let's see who's fatter. I'm gonna say, Ken, come sit down. Oh, we're equal fatness. Interesting. Wait, why am I low-key like going down though? Maybe I'm fatter. No. Oh wait. Okay, I don't know how this works, but this is interesting. Okay, fire station obviously, police station obviously. All these places were under construction. I guess they weren't built yet. And then over here is a burger burn. What the? Why Why'd they name it like that? I don't know. I guess we can go deliver our one French fry, maybe. There's no menu up here, but it is a burger burn. Oh, interesting. All right, well, I'm not gonna lie. There's not much to see here. I would say it's kind of cool. We still got one last shop, boys. I want to try one more game. All right, this one has a really good like to dislike ratio. It actually has quite a bit of likes, so I think it'll be good. And look, the description says, welcome to a proper version of 2020 Brookhaven. Now you can finally experience it once again. The golden age returns. That sounds lit. Okay, let's try this one out. This should be good. All right, so there's a checkered floor. This looks kind of familiar. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a real Brookhaven. Look, look, look. I remember back in the day that Brookhaven used to have colors on like the UI. Now it doesn't work, unfortunately, but that was a thing, guys. I remember that's actually how it worked. And look, the police station looks different. The text is different in there. And there's also no yard, I think. Wow, this is actually the old version of Brookhaven, bro. This is so cool. Okay, so this building was real. Oh, and it's connected in this version. The agency building. Okay, wait. I want to see if I can actually go through that. That's so sick. Now, right here, you can become the mayor or become a court, I guess. You could go directly to the police station through the agency building. Guys, this was so sick. I wish I played Brookhaven back then, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I started playing probably like 2 years ago, not in 2020. But wow, this is awesome. The pool is empty. That's interesting. Oh, there was 2 diving boards. What the heck? That's kind of cool. That's not a thing today. There was also like a little menu for Brookhaven players to learn how to do things. And yo, this neighborhood was real. It was called the Black Hawk Community. Wow. And the auto shop was right there. And what is this area though? Like some kind of like weird tunnel? Wait, what is this I'm going into right now? I'm kind of scared. I guess it's like a secret area. And yo, there's another version of me. He said, Tap, what's up, bro? I'm gonna say, were you in the first version of Brookhaven too? He said, I'm a fan. Oh, well, didn't really answer my question. Okay, and he's not responding. All right, well, thanks for the input. He said, can you add me? Bro, he didn't even answer my question. Okay, and the Tube TV place was up there. The motel was over there, which normally it's right here, guys, in the real Brookhaven. The gas station was real. I don't think the skate park was real, though, guys. Unfortunately, it is not in this version of the Brookhaven, so I don't think it was real. I don't know why that I'm trusting this one as like the real old version. It just seems like it's legit, to be honest. So the burger barn was real. That's kind of cool, actually. And there was the Oaks community, and these houses are all old. Wow, I didn't know these were old. I've used like all these houses before. That's so interesting. And why do I have an army behind me? And then, oh, you go up. There's another neighborhood, and then you go up again. Wow. Okay, guys, the new version of Brookhaven is not like this. You cannot go up like 3 levels like this. It's only like 2, and then there's like a area to go like under in a tunnel. Like this one goes above because there's an estate up here now. Wow. Okay, the RVs, the Brookhaven community, and this is the final community. All right, today I'm gonna be showing you guys the full evolution of Brookhaven, from when it was created in 2020 to modern day Brookhaven, and even what it could look like in the future. First, we have old Brookhaven from 2020 when it was released. Now, as you can see, it looks insane. You can tell it's Brookhaven by the shops and the apartments, but look how different this is. Now, boys, it might seem old, but this is only 4 years ago, which is actually kind of long. It's from 2020. We're gonna go ahead and look around the map though and see the differences. So the police station itself is obviously very different. The lighting is very different. The cells didn't open or close back then. They still had the vent though. This has not changed in 4 years. Now, do they have the secret in the wall? Let's check that. No, I don't think they added that yet back then. Real Brookhaven players will know what I'm talking about. There's a secret in here. They did have the helicopter though, and the ladder to the roof. And bro, why was the Starbucks right across from the police station? Guys, in the Brookhaven now, everyone knows the Starbucks and the bank are actually over on that side of the map. And look, they had the fire station, but no town hall yet. And look, they had the agency building right in the center of the map. Guys, now there's actually no agency building. It's actually a hidden thing in the mountain. But yo, this is sick. All right, let me know. Was the first version of Brookhaven better? To be honest, I don't think so, but it's up to you guys to decide, honestly. The daycare, it changed a little bit. They have an upstairs inside. That's kind of cool. They did not have a pool. I guess they didn't like swimming back then. I'm asking my friend Ken what he thinks. He said, goofy game. And bro, look at this. They had the hotel rooms. Unfortunately, I think this game is broken, so you can't claim it. But there was a 2-story hotel. Oh my god, I thought this was the myth the whole time, but this is actually real. Wow, that's crazy, bro. What the heck? Dang. To be honest with you boys, I did not play back then. I started playing Brookhaven in probably about 2021, not 2020. So, you know, I'm kind of an OG player, but not that OG, I guess. And I really don't get what this is supposed to be, like some sort of parking garage. Like, why is there like a big underground area over here? It doesn't really make sense to me, to be honest. And I guess it goes around too. And also, boys, as you can see over there, there's a tube TV. We're gonna check that out in a second here. But oh, look at these houses, bro. These are the same ones from modern day Brookhaven. They still have these. I don't know why there's not a door on it, but it looks a little different inside, that's for sure. And yep, this is that same house. I've definitely been in this one before. Cool house. No pool though. I guess the pool update did not exist back then, unfortunately. And the trailer. Oh my goodness. I started YouTube out of here one time. I know they had a hot tub, the same one. But yes, the trailer house. Oh my goodness. This thing is cool too. And not gonna lie, I don't know if I know this house. Oh wait, no, I know this house. This house is also in Brookhaven, but I think it's remodeled a bit. It looks a little weird on this one for some reason. But yes, this house is also in the game still. I've actually used this one. But now in current Brookhaven, there's a pool right here. Not sure why there's no pool here. And also not sure why there's no back window. Hey, yo, hold on. What the heck? They had two banks. Guys, there's a bank right there. And then there's a bank right here. Why are there two banks? That's kind of weird. And a car dealership. The burger barn before the diner existed. Oh my gosh. I never got to go to the burger barn, boys. I'm sad. And Ken said, burgers. A pretty extensive menu in here. And it does look like a real menu too. All right, let's check out the tube TV and I'll show you boys the next year in Brookhaven. And sadly, I guess they didn't have shift to sprint in this Brookhaven because you walk so slow. All right, we're almost there. And oh, look, they had the mountain still though. No forest over there or lake. Oh no, they do have a lake. It's just not have any water in it. It's a little strange. And tube TV. Oh wow, this is sick, dude. They had like a TV YouTube recording studio, but now they just have the news anchor area in the mall. I don't know, kind of weird. All right, on to the next. All right, now this one is pretty cursed, not gonna lie. As you can see, there's a creepy thing walking around. Don't mind him. But this was the 2021 version of Brookhaven. And as you can see, it is quite different. The apartments are not there, but they also are there. To be honest, I'm not sure how you get up there. Oh, I think it's over here this way. There's a staircase right here. And yes, look at this, boys. Under construction. Listen, this is where the apartments are in Brookhaven now. And now you can actually get an apartment. Back then, you couldn't, I guess. Oh, that's interesting, though. And also, there were definitely not swords in this Brookhaven. Someone just added those in, so don't worry about those. As you can see, the gas station gas mart was still not there. You'll see in the current one that there is a actual store there now. They did have the church, though, or a funeral home, or a place that turned into a funeral. They had horses. They had this house. They had that new house. But, oh, the auto shop was over here. Like, look at that. That's so weird. Why was the auto shop over here and the fire station's over here? Guys, in current Brookhaven, fire station's right where the auto shop is. Pretty interesting, though. Oh, and boys, unfortunately, we cannot get down there because this game was broken. But if you were to click this mop, you were actually able to open up this wall right here. And there's the secret criminal base down there. Unfortunately, it was removed, though, so you cannot go down there. In the current Brookhaven, it doesn't exist. I'll pop up a clip of how it actually looked, though, down there inside of the criminal base. It is pretty cool. You guys can see it's a whole criminal area that you can only get into if you know the spot. So I kind of liked that. The Brookhaven secrets honestly make Brookhaven feel very cool. Now you can see the agency building is removed in this one. Does not exist anymore. We do have the new police station and the new daycare, which is actually pretty similar now that I think about it. Oh no, this one's old. This is not the modern one. And yo, this guy's trying to kill me. Yeah, get away, buddy. And yo, there was a cleaners. Notice out of service. Yo, what the heck? Do not enter. Boys, look how different this was. Guys, in the current Brookhaven, you know that if you press this lamp, it opens up a little secret base down here. Look, in this Brookhaven, you can just walk down there. Whoa, that's crazy. Now you have to like touch the wall right here, then it'll open up. But wow, looks very different now. That's interesting. I didn't know it was like that. And I'm assuming this tunnel also leads to the bank. Let me go ahead and just check. Come on, let me walk right in this bad boy. And yep, I knew it. It leads to the bank. Huh. So quite a bit of changes, but not that many changes, I would say. Let's see if there's anything else I'm missing right now. We had all these new houses, which are now in the modern Brookhaven as well. None of these have been removed as far as I know. I'm pretty sure I've used all of these. That's pretty cool, though. The lake lake is also drained for some reason. And then the camping grounds also do not exist yet. They're now over there, or at least they were over there. They're now over here in the real modern day Brookhaven. And pretty cool. The diner exists now, and also, as you can see, the hotel, it is now a one-story building like it's supposed to be. I want the two-story motel back, boys. Anyways, on to 2022. All right, now in this one, as you can see, it's a little bit newer, but it was actually an old Christmas update. Boys, if you played the new Christmas update from this year, it looked way different than this. This one is very excessive. Everything is green and red. There's Christmas decorations everywhere. Unfortunately, the Santa sleigh is not in this one. I wonder if it was different, though. They still have the cleaners, though, as you can see, so you can tell it's not the modern Brookhaven. And in this one, they finally added the mall. And yo, what the heck? The church was over here? Guys, as you can see, this one's way different. And yo, the barn was over here. Guys, in the real Brookhaven, the barn is over there. That's so weird. Wait, why is there no airport? What the heck? Okay, I don't know what Brookhaven was doing back then, but I guess they decided to remove the airport for the Christmas update. Not really too sure why. Or maybe they just removed it in general for a while. I really don't know, to be honest, guys. But look, the beautiful barn area was finally added. This is nice. I like the stables. No one really uses it that much, but it's pretty cool. And my friend Ken said this is way better. Yeah, definitely better than the old Brookhavens for sure. Let's check out the mall really fast. And it says TV station here. And yo, it won't let us in, but look at that. It was a giant modeling stage. Oh my gosh. They have that now, guys, but they moved it around quite a bit. Dang, why won't it let us in? That's so weird. I wonder if Brookhaven did this or the game did this. I don't know, to be honest with you, but imagine Brookhaven just made it and didn't let you go in, so they were just teasing you. That's so funny. But we can get a pretty good look from here. You boys in the movie theater is downstairs if you go in that door right there, and the modeling stage is over here. It looks pretty different. The apartments still weren't added. Gas Mart still not added. The church was moved. But hey, the cemetery was finally added. Not sure that we needed that bad, but it exists, I guess. And the fire station's open in this one. Look at this, boys. This is sick. And they removed the auto shop. That way they can put it back over there in the future. Interesting. And hey, the soccer post and the soccer field's completely different. And why do they not have basketball hoops inside of the basketball gym? They have the basketballs, but no hoops. Like, bro, what? Oh my goodness. Brookhaven was missing a lot back in the day. And also no art station. All right, well, now it's on to modern day Brookhaven. 2024, here we come. And my favorite Brookhaven, modern day. This one has free cam, so I can fly around with my camera. But as you can see, we now have the airport back. We have the mall where you can see there's the modeling stage in there, but it's far in the back, so it's a little different. The upstairs area of the mall with the TV station and the gym. The auto shop, which unfortunately does not have that little mop thing. We have the club. We have the apartments that you can finally actually claim. And matter of fact, let me just claim one. And there we go. I got my apartment with a rooftop pool. Boys, I love this one. And yo, what the heck? Is that Ken? He just said, bro, what is this guy doing? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting off that car. And we have sprinting in this Brookhaven. Finally. To be honest, guys, I don't know when they added that, but it definitely was not always a feature. At least I don't think so. They also have the breakfast restaurant, which is pretty cool. The new town hall, which we have not seen any of the old ones. And even the sign of the hospital is different. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that or not. The cemetery is a lot more graves and trees. And you can see the soccer field is built differently. And also the gym finally has basketball hoops. The map's all foresty over here. It looks beautiful. They have the lake filled with water. They got the swimming pool filled with water. The daycare is daycaring. Unfortunately, only a one-story hotel. But yeah, that's pretty much all the changes of modern day Brookhaven. And also they have the subway station, boys. Brookhaven did not have that for a long time. I think they added that last year, though. Pretty cool update, though. All right, now for the final thing I need to show you, I'm going to show you what could be the future of Brookhaven. And here we go. As you can see, everything in this Brookhaven looks super different. It's like a modern Brookhaven. Look, there's a Coca-Cola sign on there. That's interesting. And what does this one say? I can't really read this one, to be honest. I don't know what that's saying. Look at this. The mall has a giant building on it with holographic stuff. The tunnel's even holographically covered. I'm not really too sure why. Everything's layered in neon, though. There's so many skyscrapers everywhere. There's like a cool thing on top of the police station. Like, what is that? I don't know what that is right here, but it looks so cool. Boys, the future of Brookhaven, I'm sure will be sick. There's going to be many more new updates. A lot of cool stuff I'm sure they'll add. And we can only wait to find out. Anyways, boys, if you enjoyed this video, the full evolution of Brookhaven, please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you are new. And I will see you boys in the next one. Peace.